In their first games back from the All-Star break, the talk had been how the Warriors were hell-bent on breaking the Bulls' 72-10 record. But the Trailblazers weren't hearing it. Instead, Damian Lillard was set to make a statement after his All-Star snub. 6th in the league in points and assists per game, Lillard certainly had a great argument for playing last weekend, but instead, he pled his case to his hometown fans. And let's get one thing straight. This game wasn't McCollum versus Clay or Draymond versus Al-Farouq. It was all Lillard versus Curry. So let's break down how they made this an epic battle between two elite point guards. And as you'll see, like we said in our How to Beat the Warriors breakdown earlier this season, one of the keys to beating Golden State is to get Steph in foul trouble, frustrated on the defensive end, and or both. It all started out with Lillard going at Curry early in the first. Good contest by Curry, and Lillard lets Curry get behind him for the easy deuce in transition. After a Blazers score, Lillard isn't high enough to start, Draymond can drag screen him out of the picture, and Vonleh doesn't recognize the action till it's too late. Curry 5, Lillard 0. It's Lillard's turn to get going, and on this drag screen, he puts Curry in jail. Bogut is too low, and Curry is already frustrated with the refs. The Warriors turn to their favorite action after getting Vonleh on Curry on a switch of the pick and roll. The low post entry into elbow split is so difficult to defend when they space it to the three-point line, and Curry knocks down another three. But Lillard isn't going to let Curry go off without having to play some serious defense, which he does on this out-of-bounds play, but to no avail. This is the tough 18-foot fadeaway that tickles the rim before falling through. Dame tries another off-balance jumper, and this is where the Warriors kill you. Because Draymond can bring it up, it allows Curry a lot of possessions to just sprint to the corner. The second Lillard went to the basket for the rebound, this was over. With the game tied and at a frenetic pace, the Blazers slow it down a bit to run a pin down into handoff back to Lillard. Terrific defense by Curry to blow it up, but watch Lillard snake dribble on Bogut, then use his body to protect the ball from Draymond. The Warriors also run splits in the wing when the ball is out top. Another almost impossible to defend action as Lillard gets caught on the high side anticipating a cut to the three-point line by Curry. And watch this mini alley-oop lefty finish. Advanced skill level right there. Down by 4, the Warriors run Curry through two baseline screens. Crabbe needed to call for the switch, but Harkless doesn't hear it, and watch how Curry uses the hop to set his feet, stop his momentum from continuing towards the sideline, and that's all the room he needs for the splash. Lillard comes down on a quick step-up screen. The Warriors ice this by sending him to the baseline, and this is just too good. A crossover, then jump back to the right to finish with defenders all over him. Wow. Steph shot well, but missed shots he normally makes. He even hung his head on this one, taking himself completely out of the play, which almost never happens, allowing Harkless to push the ball and Lillard to slide in right behind him for the pitch back wide open three in transition. Gorgeous teamwork. Curry makes a mistake here to allow Lillard to roll the ball almost to half court, saving precious time. And Spates should be a little higher than this. No matter, Dame knocks down another three off the hop. Because of the rolling of the ball, the Blazers had time for another shot, and Lillard just gets nasty all over Curry on the step back. And that, my friends, was all in the first quarter. After some well-deserved rest for both players, they got back at it at the end of the first half. Lillard cooled down on this ISO, and while he was in good position to start and got good pressure from teammates, he doesn't get to his spot fast enough, and Curry turns the corner for the layup. I love what the Warriors do here, motion into a cross screen for Draymond, who then screens for Curry. That first screen caused a switch, bad communication when Aminu doesn't realize it, and there's no help when Lillard gets screened off. The Warriors' defense was not up for it all night, so their only alternative was to outscore the Blazers. They tried the same play, but the spacing was off, running that first screen too close to Curry. They get a much better contest, yet it doesn't matter for a shooter like Curry. Let's move to the third quarter, where the Blazers were about to take control of the game. The Warriors run the loop for Curry with a nice little wrinkle. Watch the first screener Bogut cut all the way across to then set an inside ball screen. His man Plumlee is nowhere near the play. Lillard still contests beautifully, but this is Wardell Stephen Curry II. Not to be outdone, the Blazers get into some good Stotts offense with a high post entry into a back door. The Warriors weren't in bad position, but Lillard is too quick. Here's a good example of why Steph Curry is the best at moving off the ball. He slips the pin down and could have almost gotten the cut to the hoop, forcing Lillard to sprint to get below him. Now Steph can burst around the handoff and get an open look from 22 feet in rhythm. Splash. Lillard comes right back at Steph with a quick trigger on a pick and roll, and with the foul, we see the rare loss of composure from Curry, and the Blazers smell blood. Great contest by Lillard on this quick handoff into three. Remember, we saw how upset Curry had gotten. He hangs his head again, then is too late to pick up his man, forcing Harrison Barnes out top to pick him up. Lillard hopefully said thank you as he blows by him with the behind the back dribble and then the one-footed runner off the glass over Draymond Green. Don't be fooled, while Lillard made this look easy, it was a crazy, ridiculous tough shot. With the game getting out of hand, the Warriors break into triangle action with a guard around handoff right to the hoop. Nice inside hand finish off the glass. But that was all we heard from Curry the rest of the night, because in one of the greatest FU displays by a player, Lillard detonated all over Golden State. He comes right back at poor Brandon Rush with a stutter step pull from 4 feet behind the line, and there was no stopping Portland and their crowd from levitating the building. More Stotts greatness, a three-man game on the left side with some weaving. When Clay steps up to ice the screen, Lillard does the sick step-back three, and he's on fire. With the game firmly in hand, it was clear Lillard was going for 50, and he wasn't going to do it quietly. Another stutter step on Brandon Rush, he almost falls down, and he sticks it right in Rush's eye. The game is over, and Portland starts running the Warriors plays on them. The weave into pick and roll across the top is a Warriors staple. It sucks 3 defenders above the free throw line, 2 defenders stuck on their men in the corners, and whoop, right to the hoop. At this point, it doesn't matter what the defense did, as they smother him on this drag screen, and yet he still finds a way to softly bank this shot in. A staple of the Blazers offense, the pin down into handoff into ball screen. With McCollum flaring, it confuses Jason Thompson, who is late and low on this pick and roll pull from 3. In transition, the Warriors stop the initial attack, rushes on Lillard, and then is not. Sensing he's coming out soon in this blowout, and the crowd cheering him on for 50, Lillard goes the YOLO route, showing Steph Curry that he's not the only one with 40-foot range, as he just rises up and nails the coffin shut on a huge win for the Blazers that brought their record above 500 for the first time since November 8th, and getting them within a half game of the 6th spot in the West.